You ever notice how the really successful people, the ones truly building something, they rarely broadcast their next move? It's almost like there's this unspoken rule, a secret to building wealth that happens kind of behind the scenes. So let's dive into that powerful idea.
And this quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of it. The idea that announcing your goals, talking about your plans, might actually be working against you. It suggests that real, substantial growth, whether it's your money or just you as a person, it all thrives away from the spotlight.
So what is it about silence that's so powerful? I mean, this isn't about being secretive just for the heck of it. No, this is a real strategy. So let's break down exactly how it works.
First things first, let's challenge this whole idea that you should share your goals with everybody. You know, we're always told to declare our intentions, get an accountability partner, and yeah, there can be value in that. But there are these hidden costs to announcing your plans, and trust me, they can seriously derail your progress.
Think about it for a second. The moment you speak a goal out loud, it's not just yours anymore. You've basically just opened the door and invited all these external forces in, and they are rarely as helpful as you might hope.
All of a sudden, you're dealing with other people's opinions on how you should do things. Their doubts can start to plant little seeds of uncertainty in your own mind. You might even run into straight-up jealousy. All of this just creates pressure and pulls your focus away from the one thing that actually matters, doing the work.
When you lay it out like this, the two paths are crystal clear. Announcing your moves, that invites external pressure. It creates distractions, and it just leads to slower progress. But moving in silence, that lets you focus internally. It protects your energy, and it is the fast track to growth.
So, if talking slows us down, what do we actually gain by staying quiet? Well, this leads us to what you could call the 3 superpowers of quiet progress. This is where keeping things to yourself transforms from a passive act into a strategic weapon.
First up, and this is huge, silence is a shield. Your new ideas, your goals, when they're just getting started, they're fragile. They need space to grow without being crushed by judgment or negativity. Keeping them to yourself creates this safe little incubator where your plans can get strong before they ever have to face the outside world.
Now think about the mental shift here. Every minute you spend talking about what you're going to do is a minute you're not actually doing it. Silence just reduces all that noise, and it frees up your mental bandwidth for the important stuff. Deep thought, better strategy, and just plain smarter decisions.
And this is the ultimate payoff. Instead of telling people how great your plans are, you just show them. You let your achievements become the announcement, and that is infinitely more powerful. Results have a credibility that words can never, ever match.
You see, this is more than just a tactic. To really harness this power, it has to become a part of your identity. It's about adopting the mindset of the quiet builder.
So, what is a quiet builder? It's someone who is just fundamentally focused. They sidestep all the drama. They ignore the noise, and they pour all their energy into one thing: building. Whether that's building a business, a new skill, or their wealth. Quiet builders, they have this certain calmness about them. That's because their validation comes from inside, not from what other people think. They're not racing against anyone else. Their only competition is who they were yesterday. Their entire focus is just on the act of creation.
Okay, this is all great in theory, but how do you actually put it into practice? Let's get really practical and break it down into 4 simple, actionable steps you can start using today to begin moving more quietly and way more effectively.
All right, the framework is simple. First, stay low-key with your ambitions. Just do the work. Second, save quietly. Build your financial foundation in private. Third, invest quietly. Let your portfolio grow without all the chatter. And finally, improve quietly. Focus on your personal growth for yourself.
And ultimately, this is the goal, right? To make your progress so undeniable, so self-evident that any announcement you could make would just be redundant. Your success becomes its own statement, and it's louder and more convincing than any words you could ever speak.
So let's end on this thought. This isn't some revolutionary new idea. It's a timeless principle that the most effective people have always understood. And the real secret, the punchline, is that the people who use this rule, well, they don't talk about it. It's their silent advantage. And now it's one you know too.